Perfect. Okay, thank you everyone for joining me today. Any times if the tech fails, can you just give me a holler and let me know if you can't hear me or the connection's disrupted or something like that. So today I'm Hong. This is Sam. We're from BPro. Hi. So we're going to run through Pixieset. First of all, thank you for taking the time to join us. So what Pixieset is, it's a platform where it's got a few features. It allows you to host your website, create a gallery collection of your clients. You can share that gallery collection, obviously, to your clients, and those clients can then on-share it to family members. And what happens is, and it also has a selling fulfillment. Okay, so it's not a self-integration into the BPro online ordering system at all. It's a self-fulfillment. So that I just wanted to make that clear. So if the order is placed within, say, Pixieset, you will still need to physically get onto our website and place your order. It won't go automatically from Pixieset to creating the order on the BPro website at all. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to run you through Pixieset. This is a very beginner's guide to Pixieset. I'm in no way not an expert at all. So I'm going to run you through the different features of it. And but we will be concentrating on creating a price list. So this is where you can upsell from your digital versions to the physical products. And you can do this without being in person with your client, and they can just do it online to their convenience. So we'll just run across through here and I'll share my screen. Okay, and we will share Pixieset. There you go. What I'll do is, okay, so when you log on to Pixieset, so straight up, what it is I am actually running the free version of Pixieset here. And so when with the, you've got the paid versions, and with the paid versions, obviously you'll have more features and functions than you would have a free version of any platform. So just keep that in mind. So what I'll do is I'll run through you the features of Pixieset. At any time, if you have any questions, please feel free to pop it into the chat. And then if I don't get a chance to answer it for you, what I'll do is I will send out a summary of what we've covered today and answer your questions by email. Sorry, I've just got to admit a few late joiners. All right, so back to Pixieset. So this is the website. These are the functions of Pixieset. You've got your website. So this is a website. It can host your website for you. Can everyone still see my shared screen?
Yep.
Perfect. Okay, so this is the website. It can host your website. This is a studio manager where you can have all your client database. It can create invoices, manage invoices, and create questionnaires, create quotes for your clients. This is a client gallery. And so after you've had your shoot with your clients and you've edited the images, this is where you will post your gallery up for your clients to view. Okay, and from there, what they can do is it takes them to the store for purchase. The last function they have on Pixieset is the mobile app, so that you can integrate that with the website together as well. So what it is, like I said, we're going to concentrate on the store. And this is where you go from presenting digital files to getting your clients to purchase a physical product. So you can upsell your services and upsell the products. So what it is, to get started, we will create a product. So I've got just basically here my price list, and this is what I will add to my price list. So they've got different categories, and what you've got is you can have prints, wall art, and accessories. So when you're using our products, and for example, if say in the wall art collection, you've got canvas and you've got box frame canvases, I strongly recommend that you don't use our naming of our products to add onto your price list. So it's probably best if you can rename the collection or rename the product so you customize it to your own business. And that way, because if you get different photographers that name exactly the same, they'll know to compare the products and things like that. So I strongly recommend you don't use our names or our product titles for that. And so with these images here, they are set images from Pixieset, but what I suggest you do is when you create your price list and you have your product images, to use our mock-ups. We've got mock-ups for canvases, picture framing, wood prints, metal prints. Use our product mock-ups, but insert your images into it so that your clients have an idea of what they're actually seeing. And it's a good way to showcase the style of photography that you offer. So that's a very good. If you don't have the links to the mock-ups, certainly please drop me a chat and I can email it to you after the session, and we'll be able to do that for you. So to start, sorry, was that a question? No? Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to hand it across to Sam, and she will be able to create one particular product price list for you. So we're going to look at Canvas today, Sam? Sure. Yeah, we can do that. And then it's they're very similar in that you need to put in the product title, and then you have your product description and the different elements of the product. So with the canvas, you might have it as just a stretch canvas and the different sizes of the stretch canvas, or you can have it with the canvas with the box frame. And then with the box frame, you have the different color framing mold options in terms of colors, and then the different sizes as well. So I'll hand it across to Sam, and she will run you through how to create a canvas price guide.
Okay, swapping seats. Hi everyone. So, are we sharing the screen?
Yeah, the screen is shared.
Okay, so when creating a product, you go to the top of the page and then you add product. You click self-fulfilled item, and then here you would type canvas.
Sorry.
We're doing canvas, right?
Yeah,
canvas.
Yeah.
And box frame canvas. From here, then that will be the title that the clients will see as part of their shopping cart of what products is available. Here in the description, you're welcome to write your own description and your own terms and conditions inside here. You can copy also, if you prefer, some of the text that we have at BPro in our product guide inside the website. So if you go www.bpro.com.au, you can actually see in the canvas section the description about the quality of the canvas, the inks that we use, the 75-year guarantee, all those little details in there. You can add it into here. So please add your description. And then from here, below the description, you can add images. So we have also mock-ups that you can use and also stock images that you're welcome to use as part of this. Here, you can only add 5 images. So just bear in mind that whatever image you pick as the first image is the one that the clients will see first up in the gallery. So, and then here is where you
can add it and just show them that they can get it from their drive.
Yeah, so you can actually add an image from your drive. So add here. Where am I going? Add drive. Okay, so if you wanted image of go here, scroll down, scroll down. You can have the back of the image. I'd put the D-ring in there as well to show how the hanging system, if it's a larger canvas. Get that in there. And then in here we have further down, you look at category. I would pick wall art as because that's the canvas. The next one is where you find that this is where you create all the different selections of your shopping cart regards to your canvas. The first thing you do is when you click on add products, you'd be looking at, you'll have size. And then here, this is where you would simply add all the separate sizes separated by comma. So if here, the smallest canvas we have is say 10 inches by 10 inches, and then maybe 12. This, you'll always need to add them all individually. So you need to sort of think through how you want it to appear, because how you type it in is how it goes in the lineup as a drop-down menu. And we'll just leave it at that. And then this would be you can either choose radio buttons or drop down. I personally prefer drop down, add that in. Then you add the next part of your selection for your client, whether they would like box frame. And then this is where they would add the colors. So this will be black, white, and oak, which is our box frame colors selections. Again, drop down. And as you see, when you add this in, if you scroll down, it'll actually show you this section here. So the other thing, sorry, when you're doing this, you also have to also add no box frame. And then okay, front, none, no. So that will be part of the selection. So this is where you would need to sort of think outside the box and make sure that you cover all your bases. In case they don't want a frame, they just want a plain canvas, then you put 10 by 10 inch canvas, no box frame, and then there'll be black, white, oak, and they'll populate throughout all the different sizes. Down here, there's a selection as to whether you would prefer them to have the checkout without choosing an actual image in the product. You can actually have it as they can just purchase a product without seeing the product inside it, where it doesn't prepare the image, or you can have it off. Here is where you are exempt from sales tax. In Australia, I think all our products have to have a 10% GST, so this would then be clipped if we're doing it here. If you want to also limit how many products the client can check out, then this is also where you would choose to turn this on or off. I don't believe there would be any reason at all that you would need to limit a client from purchasing more, but of course, it is entirely up to you. This is also here, the next one, allow bulk purchase. Allow customers to select multiple photos when purchasing this item. Sometimes it makes it easier at the shopping cart process for them to select maybe 5 images, and they know that they're going to get five canvases of the same size. They can do allow bulk purchase there. So once that's been done, please remember to go back up the top to the right hand side and click on save. Otherwise, nothing is saved. Don't forget that you also need to put in your prices here. These are the prices here, and whether you actually charge shipping for each thing. So our single, this one, I think $17.50. You would need to add in for each individual one. If you wanted the client to pay for shipping, if you didn't want you want to include it into the pricing to make things simple, if in case they purchase multiple items, then I would just leave it blank and just make sure that you account for it in your pricing. So box frame canvas, 600 and so forth. You populate all of this. Make sure that you've done your cost of doing business, because with the Pixieset, if you're using the free program, there is a surcharge that they do charge. If you're also using the Stripe or PayPal checkout method inside Pixieset, please be aware that there are additional costs that those providers do charge you for. So when doing your calculations on your profit margin with regards to your product, please make sure you take these into account. Okay, and then we go and save. And let's say I need to, okay, we're good. Right, and then this is where the product has been added to the shopping cart. To see a real view of how this will work, you can go into a gallery that you've created. So if you go to client gallery, and this is Hong's pretty photos. So this is what it looks like on the back end. When you're going into your middle settings there, you have a selection of parameters which you can select. In the store, this is where you select what price list. If you have multiple prices for different clients, then this is also where you would create those different prices and select the price list according to this gallery itself. Each gallery can have its own individual price list. For example, if you're a wedding photographer, or as well as a lifestyle family, and also if you do branding and stuff like that. And these are different products. You would one of the questions we have right now is from Julie, and she's asking, you would only need the allow one purchase offer if you have pre-purchased a package. That's correct. All right, so if you are in here, you pick your product list, and then also here, photo selection is automatic. So when you're looking this as a real view, you click on view and you'll see the gallery, and this is what your clients will see. So if you click on it, oh, look at that cutie. Don't we just love this one? All right, let's go and make this into a box frame canvas. So click on the shopping cart on the right-hand side, and then you pick on canvas, and then you can select options. I want, this is a 12 by 18, and then I would then want black frame. And then you can have multiple purchases. I want 3 of these, add to cart. And then you can then go, the client would then go back, and then they can see inside the shopping cart, we have 3 of these beautiful canvases, and then you can proceed to check out. Shipping and taxes will be calculated. So, all right, so this is something that you can do here. Hong, would you like to take back over from here?
Certainly. So it's just back to our, when you check out, so once you proceed to check out, I'm on the free version. And so if you're using the free version, you will get charged 15%.
You need to double check. I think it is 15%.
Yeah, but 15%. So I'll just show you. It's a, what did I read it this morning? And you need to set up you need to set up your store to accept payment, whether it be Stripe, PayPal, or offline. So it'll be like through funds transfer or something like that. So what I wanted to let you know, the important thing is once your client has checked out, your client will receive a confirmation email with a summary of what they've ordered. But then you will, as a studio, you will also receive an email as to what your clients have ordered. From there, you need to jump onto our website. You need to jump onto our BPro website and place that same order on the BPro website. So this is self-fulfillment, not full integration. So just by your clients checking out on Pixieset doesn't mean that the order will be placed on BPro website. You need to physically go back into the BPro website and place your order there. So like I said, this is a very beginner's guide to using Pixieset, and we've really just concentrated on creating the price guide for you. So I'm running Pixieset today. I've got Dylan. Sorry, let me just go back to, I'm just trying to go back. so that I can close.
Does anyone have any questions regards to how to set up the shopping cart to work for BPro products at all?
Okay, can everyone see me again? Sorry. Can everyone see me again? Yep, perfect. So like I said, that's a very beginner's guide to Pixieset. We haven't gone into in-depth about it. And like I said, I'm no way an expert at Pixieset. This gives you an idea of what platforms you can use for self-fulfillment. So I've got Pixieset today. Dylan will be running one on peak time tomorrow. And Megan's going to be running a session on Shootproof on Friday afternoon. So if you can join us, that would be fabulous. Again, we'll run through a quick overview of each of the different platforms and run through the price guide again. What we're trying to gauge here is if there is sufficient interest in any of the platforms or across the 3 different platforms, we will offer the service where we will create the price list or the price guide for you. Again, that's subject, there will be a fee for that, but it's just to give us an idea that's something that's viable for us to concentrate on and research more in depth of. And it may be just the one platform we use, or it could be offered across the 3 different platforms. I also know there's a couple of different platforms that people use, like ProSelect. That could be another option as well. So that's pretty much it for today. If there's any questions we haven't covered, or if we have a Pixieset Ninja on here and you would want to give us some tips and hints on how to use a Pixieset or how to create the price list or anything like that, please feel free to get in contact with the team here at BPro, and we will certainly take on board your information, and then we will definitely put that across once we decide if we go ahead with offering the service of creating a price list. So in terms of our new Zooms and what we have planned for the next month going forward, so this is a pretty busy week for us for Zooms, and we don't want to take too much of your time. So we've got 3 Zooms today, tomorrow, and on Friday. We've got Sam coming back to join us in early July, and Sam's going to run through Imagine AI and how to edit, to go from editing to sales, specifically looking at weddings. So weddings are big money maker. So if you can join us in early July for that. Once we've booked in a time with Sam here and we've sort of let everybody know, we'll share the message around that that's available to sign up for. If for any reason you do miss any of our Zoom sessions, it will be available on our website for you to view at a convenient time for yourself. So anybody with any questions? So if we don't, is there an option for direct bank transfer?
Yes, so that was the last selection after you see Stripe, PayPal, and then there was like transfer. So that's where you, what happens when you create that section. How do I get back to the screen?
Let me get back to the share screen. Yeah. Let's see it. So I'm trying to get back to my Pixieset so I can show it to you. I might have closed it down. Sorry, guys. But yes, you do have the option, and it's the 4th option on there where you can do add your bank details, and you can do it and your clients can make it as a bank transfer.
Yeah, it will type it up into, like, let you have a little spiel where you can add in your bank account name and your BSB, and then the terms and conditions of when that. So when it's self-fulfillment, you can actually control when the product is going to be sent through to your client. You can wait for funds to clear through to your account, and then you process it through BPro. Are there any other questions at all? Was that the only one?
Just with your, you said about the shipping, I know with other labs that you fulfill through Pixieset, they just automatically charge the shipping. But if we're fulfilling it ourselves, then obviously we just absorb that ourselves. There's not an option to set that for them.
You do have the option. So when you scroll down that list of the different options within your products, you've got the price on the left-hand side. So you can either incorporate your shipping cost within it, because with BPro, we've got the standard freight prices, depending on if you're ordering a 1 product or 2, and it caps out at 4 products. So if you know that, you can add that within your price.
Okay.
But if not, onto the right-hand side of it, it's got the shipping, and then you can add it there. Does that make sense?
Yeah. And is setting up collections the same sort of method that you just did then?
You would. So
you actually need to add in each individual item in your collections. For example, if you're doing a canvas collection, you would then, like is it the Sydney collection, that's
Sydney
canvas?
collection,
Yeah. So you would need to make sure that you had each individual size of each of the Sydney collection inside the drop down menu that you created. And then when you go into the shop, there's a add product, you can actually add collections, and then you then pick the collections of each size to create that collection, and then you do the description, and then you put the images. It's the same process of like creating a product.
Okay.
I need to log in again.
yeah, I'm trying to log in. Just give me a minute. I'm going to see if I can log back into Pixieset. Okay. I'm going to stop the share here. And if I can go share screen, here we go. Let's see if I can go back to, oh, here we go. We're back to Pixieset.
Yeah.
So if we go back to the store.
Yeah.
And I've got my products. And this is my price list that I was working on. So you've got the different categories of prints, wall art, cards. You can certainly create a new product, a self-fulfilled item, and then you would have it as collections.
Wait, no, it goes inside. There's a way to create collections. Assign to collection 1. It's disappeared. Maybe it's because of the free program. I don't know. It's in mine. I can actually create individual collections as I go.
So Sam is on the subscription base for her business, and you can actually add the collections separate from the prints and the wall art and the accessories. I'm on the free version, so I think that's restricting to what I can add to it.
Yeah, but I do know that when I created my Sydney collection, I actually had to create the product first inside and the different sizes for it. Yes. And there it is, packages. Sorry, my bad. So let's go back. So when you add a product, self-fulfilled, and then you add packages. Sydney collection. Sydney. Let's see if this will do it. They've upgraded the system recently. Let's see if this. Press enter. So I'm not sure why it's not allowing me to add the product. We will have to revisit this another time, and we'll send you the notes inside the link. Okay. But there is a way to create the collections, but you do need to, from what I remember setting my own shopping cart up, I had to have the products pre-sized selected in there, and then it would actually gather it in together, and you set the price that you want for it.
Okay.
Yep. Is there anything else was it Julie that I was talking to?
Yes, yeah.
Yes, Julie, I'll have to get back to you on creating the collections within Pixieset.
Yeah. I'll have a play.
I might email you personally, or I might put it in the notes at the end for anyone else is interested in doing collections as well.
Cool, thank you.
Yes. Sorry,
it's Wade here. I think
Hi, Wade.
you can actually, I mean, I've been using Pixieset for over 2 years, and you can actually set under your shipping options, you can just put stuff in there.
Yep.
Play around under the shipping options rather than the product options, and then you can, when you go into your
is the shipping options here?
Yeah, no, if you go back to your main menu at the top.
Okay, so if I go back here.
Yep. Okay, you've
shipping
got
options,
menu there.
You can
here we go, yep. Yep.
And you can actually add something there, shipping.
So you can add it like if it's like a one product item.
So what I've done is I've added it to select, and it's zero value.
Yeah, perfect. Okay. Thank you for that. Like I said, there's going to be some Pixieset ninjas on here who can teach me a thing or two.
I'm hardly a ninja.
Well, I think you've got more knowledge than me, Wade, so that's always a better start.
Some things I've figured out.
Yeah. So have you found Pixieset to be quite user-friendly?
Yeah, I used to be on Zenfolio, and I was on Zenfolio for about 4 or 5 years and hated the fact that they were taking such a big cut of my funds every time I put an order in. So I've been on Pixieset for about 2 years, and I find it fantastic. Yeah,
perfect. Okay. And in terms of with your clients having viewing their collections and placing the order with Pixieset, is that and then quite user friendly for them on their side as well, and for you to jump onto our website and order?
Yeah, no, I've got a good workflow in place, so I've got no problem jumping on, putting an order and collecting it.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good to know. Yeah. Anybody else who has used Pixieset and can give us some tips? No,
I've used it before, but only been using Atkins. So yeah, I want to get back to using BPro because I usually use you guys. So
okay, yeah, sure.
But yeah, haven't had the option with Pixieset.
You'll also find if you do self-fulfillment, you're actually in better control of it. So unfortunately, if it's self-fulfilled through a lab that's in with Pixieset, you may find that at times, if there's a problem with the order or the client's made a change, it actually becomes quite a convoluted process to try and fix that, because you're having to deal through Pixieset rather than through the lab itself. Yep. However, as you know, with BPro, if you have an issue, you can just give us a call, an email, and we'll fix it. Lickety spit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's those things as well that come into play why you want to do self-fulfillment. I mean, I know even some people who do use Atkins, but they still would use the self-fulfillment so that they can actually control the scenario and how they make sure that the products are done and sent and how it's processed.
Yep, and see it before it goes out.
Yes.
We've had, when we put up the interest for these Zooms, we have had a few customers that have asked us if we will go the full integration within these platforms. And to be honest, we would have to say no, only because like Sam was saying, we actually want the client relationship with you. So if you were to place the order through Pixieset or the other platforms and it generates the order online in our system, we actually won't get the emails and we won't get the notifications of your orders. We really do appreciate the relationship that we have built with you. And we're always at a point of call where you can email us or give us a call and we can double check your order or double check your file if that's something you're not sure of, or double check the progress of it. And that's something that we find that with the full integration and the full fulfillment, that's not going to offer that same relationship that we have. And it's not something, we want to give up, because we truly value the business. And for those who have worked with BPro before, you know that we're always available for you, whether it be on FaceTime or messages or emails or phone calls. We make ourselves accessible. I think that's what makes us different from the other labs, and we want to keep it that way. Yeah.
So was there any other questions or any thoughts regards to how you would like us to improve our processes? in working in relation to you guys ordering through a online gallery? No, everyone's good. Everyone's good.
Well, if you think of anything, like I say, drop us an email or anything like that. And Dylan and Megan will run through a similar process with the other platforms where they'll concentrate on creating the price list to making sure that it works for your business and it works for you to order on our online system as well. But what I'll do, I'll leave it as is. I don't want to take up too much of your time. And thank you everyone for joining me today.
All right.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Thank you.
What? That's last one.
One last. How to monitor cost, spend, profit across all the systems. Any tips?
Honestly, I would have to say this would be a Mark Rossetto question, only because it's about creating your business and being profitable from it. And I'm not sure if Rachel, if you've had a look at Mark's website, he's got some very good ideas on, especially for those who are starting out, or even if you're established, in using new ideas, innovative ideas to market your business better and how to set up a business plan where it's going to work well for you. Yeah.
Yeah. Perfect.
Yeah. All right. Thanks,
All right.
guys.
Happy Monday.
Cheers.
Bye.
Bye.